More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now here's Ross. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That one good for 26 and a first down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run with Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mariota. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Demaryius Thomas there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. A first down throw, Darnold. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Darnold completes it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Johnson on, it's poke free. Football's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Phillip Lindsey, as the first half is winding down, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mariota on first down. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 40 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw. Anuno's got it, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something...
Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Lindsey, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
56 to Mike.
On the read option, it's Mariota. Another run by Lindsey, finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's caught. It's Thomas.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Here's Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like one. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He can't hang. He's not hanging.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota flushed out right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill.
They'll run here with Lindsey, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now Mariota.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll set him back 5. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, first and goal.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. That is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Right there. 50.
Darnold to throw again. And Bryant has got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys.
We want this.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. And the ball is knocked out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. One more time with Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys rushing offense.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
54, come on, 54, come on. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you.
On first down, it's Darnold. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Arnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Darnold. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Let's go.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage that Darnold. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gold with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have that feeling it has to be the best. You just go out in complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finish this way,
makes them happy.
Oh, that's satisfying for them.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now the last stages of this one. On first down, it's Lindsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll run on first down. Lindsay, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening. The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation, and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They take it to 10. Hey.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel.